Well, it made me think of another story, the wind gourd of Mau,
Yes,
which is about a man who has a gourd that contains the wind.
right.
When he wants a wind, he can call it out of the gourd, and then it'll blow his boat along faster than everybody else. Did that correspond to knowledge that they had?
It corresponds to knowledge that they had. The Hawaiians, from our point of view, were a very poetic people. And, well, probably from their point of view, too. They would talk in symbolism, they would talk in metaphors, and this was a natural way of speaking. Okay? So when we're talking about the wind gourd, now, obviously, it's going to have something to do with wind. Now, what did they do with a gourd that had something to do with wind? Well, one correlation is sound. Because one of the things we have with the gourd, is the way they used them, was the gourds were not only used to carry things like water and store clothing and things like that, but they were also used for drumming. So they were used for communication, okay, which was carried on the wind. They also had gourd whistles. Okay? So everybody thinks of the wind gourd of La'aoma'o as this great big gourd. Not necessarily. It might have just been a whistle gourd that he used to whistle up the wind. You know that we have that expression in English? Think about that. We have that expression because this originally came from Europe, and it's mainly down in the southern part of the United States, where they believe somebody with a little bit of magical power could whistle, make a whistle in a particular way, and the wind would come up as an effect of that whistle. Well, we find a lot of things like this all around the world, so very similar. Okay? And so this is only theory because none of us were there, including me, but it seems to make sense that the wind gourd was something of that nature, a magical way of calling up the wind, using the sound of the gourd.